What is up, you guys? Today I'm going to be showing you all how to make some cool anime DIYs or room decor. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so for this first DIY, you'll need a small flower pot, some acrylic paint, a paintbrush or foam brush, a toothbrush, a printed out picture of your favorite anime character, and lastly, you'll need some Mod Podge or Elmer's glue. Okay, so you're first going to take your flower pot and add some drops of acrylic paint on it, and try not to add too much like I did. Then you're going to take either a paintbrush or foam brush and sort of blend things together, and you're going to keep on doing this until your flower pot is completely covered with acrylic paint and you're satisfied. Once you're done, you're going to take your toothbrush and add some acrylic paint on it. Then you're going to splatter it with your finger all over your flower pot, and try not to add too much acrylic paint on your toothbrush, or that will sort of ruin your flower pot and make it look weird. Okay, so this is how my flower pot looks like when I'm done splattering paint all over it. And now you're going to take your printed out anime character, flip it to the back, and add either Mod Podge or Elmer's glue. Then you're going to stick it onto your flower pot. Then with Mod Podge or Elmer's glue, you're going to paint on top of it so that it sticks better. And you're going to leave it to dry for about an hour, or you can use a hairdryer to make it dry quicker. And this is how it looks like when the Mod Podge has dried, and I think it turned out amazing and it looks super cool. And once yours is dried, you can start adding your pencils, pens, or whatever the heck you want to add in there. For this next awesome DIY, you'll need some red, black, and white perler beads, a round pegboard, a hot glue gun, some parchment paper, and you'll need an iron. Okay, so you're first going to take one of your white perler beads and add it onto your pegboard, and make sure you do not add it to the first part of your pegboard. As you can see what I'm doing, make sure you add it onto like the second part. Hopefully you understand what I'm talking about, or you can just sort of copy what I'm doing, and this part is kind of very important, so be careful. And this is how my Pokeball looks like when I'm done, and if you'd like, you can pause this video and sort of copy what I did. Now I'm going to add some parchment paper on top, and with an iron, I'm going to iron my perler beads until it's sort of melted. Once they've melted, I'm going to flip it to the back and do the same. And this is how my Pokeball looks like when I'm done ironing it. Okay, so we're sort of going to do the same thing again, but we're going to this time make our Pokeball bigger, so that means we're going to start adding our perler beads to the end part of our pegboard, as you can see what I'm doing. And this is how it looks like when I'm done, and once you're done, you're going to take some parchment paper and again iron both sides. And this is how both of my Pokeballs look like. Now we're going to make another small Pokeball, but we're not going to fill the inside of it. And it should look something like this. Now you're pretty much gonna iron both sides. And this is how it looks like when I'm done ironing it, and you're gonna now make 7 more. So in total you should have already made 8. Now we're going to make a big Pokeball, but we're not going to fill the inside. And this is how it should look like when you're done, and once you're done, you're going to iron both sides with parchment paper. Once you're done ironing it, you're going to take some hot glue and add it around it. Then you're going to stick it onto your big Pokeball, and be very careful when doing this because you do not want to get burned by the hot glue. And if you guys were wondering, this is going to be the lid for your Pokeball. Okay, so you're going to take your smaller Pokeball and hoops that you made and start gluing everything together with your hot glue gun, and make sure when you do this that everything is even and in the right place. Okay, so this is how it looks like when I'm done gluing everything together, and if there's some hot glue that's hardened to the side and it's visible, you can either pull it out or with a scissor you can sort of cut it off, as you can see what I'm doing. And if you guys are wondering how to close your Pokebox, you're going to take the lid and add pressure while closing it so that it closes well. Okay, so this is how it looks like, and you can pretty much add anything you want in it, and not only does this look cool and amazing, but you can also give this away as a gift for a friend. For this last DIY, you'll need some glow-in-the-dark paint, a large jar, a printed out image of your favorite anime logo or character, a bamboo stick or paintbrush, and lastly some Mod Podge or Elmer's glue. Okay, so what you're going to do first is you're going to take your jar, and with your bamboo stick or paintbrush you're going to dip it into one of the colors of your paint, and you're going to start adding dots all around your jar. This is how my jar looks like when I'm done painting dots all over inside. And once you're done, you're going to take your printed out anime logo or character and you're going to carefully cut it out from your paper. And once you're done, you're going to flip it to the back and add either some Mod Podge or Elmer's glue. Then you're going to stick it to your jar. And once you're done doing that, you're going to paint some Mod Podge or Elmer's glue on top so that it sticks a little bit better, and you're gonna leave it to dry, or if you'd like you can use a hair dryer to make it dry quicker. And when my Mod Podge was done drying, I decided to take some white glow-in-the-dark paint and carefully paint it on top of my logo. Okay, so this is how my glow-in-the-dark jar looks like when I'm done making it, and it looks super cool in the dark. The only thing I'm a little bit disappointed and confused about is the white glow-in-the-dark I painted over my logo. It isn't really glowing now, but before it was glowing, so now I'm not sure why it isn't glowing. Anyways, you guys should definitely try this out. It's a really fun and cool DIY to make. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please like this video, and if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, please subscribe, and don't forget to hit that little bell so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. Bye, and I hope you have an awesome day.